These are for you. Mother, I've come to see you. I brought these for you. I miss you so much. Rest in peace, my dear mother. I've missed you.
And I, you.
Nothing will part us again.
I promise.
Hello everybody. Welcome to Oak AI Story Lab. This is lesson 12, extending versus regenerating clips. I'm Joe Bandel and welcome back to Oak AI Story Lab. Today I'd like to talk about something that confused me at first. When we're talking about, I use one of the rendering outfits that I use Imagine for creating video clips. I find that it works quite well for me, but it has a feature on it that you can choose from a 6-second clip to a 10-second clip, and after you've created a 10-second clip, it even gives you an option to where you can extend that clip to like 16 seconds, and the idea is that supposedly the longer the clip is, the longer or the better it is to work with, and that's something that I think a lot of people they think, they believe, they work with, and they're trying to, in their own work, they're trying to create as long a clip as possible. For example, I'm sitting here and I'm creating a video that's going to be, like 12, 15 minutes long, and that's going to be a single clip. But the thing is that I'm not really creating a movie either. I'm just talking. I'm sitting here talking to you. So there's two different ways of doing it. If you're actually trying to tell a story,
The orb is guiding us. We must keep moving.
The wildflowers are so beautiful. It's like a dream.
Stay alert. We don't know what lies ahead.
We face it together.
Haha, what a beautiful day.
It feels magical. Let's roll with it.
This is living.
I could do this forever. Me too.
The clouds gather on the horizon. A change is coming. But for now, let us enjoy this peace.
that's not the way that I would do it. To tell a story, I would be trying to tell it with 10-second video clips. And that's part of what we're going to be talking about. So you right off the bat, you need to be thinking, okay, what is it that I'm really going to be doing? And what is it that, well, I'll give another example. There are some video programs out there, and you just kind of tell that you type into the AI and you can say, okay, this is what I want the story to be, and this is how long I want it to be. And it'll go ahead and it'll do all that stuff. That's not the way that I work. So if you find something different in the work that I'm doing and you like that, just kind of be aware of it. I choose to work with 10-second clips, and I try to put as much into each 10-second clip as I can that's appropriate. And I try to build continuity from one clip to the next clip so that it doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to read from the script a little bit, and some of this will be reviewed because I've mentioned it. But okay, so today I'd like to talk about something that confused me at first. Many AI video programs, including Imagine, offer a feature called Extend. You can take a 6-second clip and extend it to 10 seconds, or take a 10-second clip and extend it even further. At first, I assumed this was the natural way to build longer movies. It isn't. At least it wasn't for the kinds of stories that I wanted to tell. As I began creating 1-minute microfilms, and that's what I've been doing, 1-minute microfilms. At the beginning of this, I'm going to be putting one of my latest 1-minute microfilms. You can kind of see the difference of what's happening. As I began creating 1-minute microfilms, I discovered that extending a clip and extending a story are two completely different things. When you extend a clip, the AI continues making creative decisions for you. It decides how the action unfolds. It decides how long a moment lasts. If you remember, a clip is a moment. It decides how the camera continues moving. Sometimes that works beautifully, but I found that I wanted something different. I wanted to direct the next emotional beat. Each clip was its own emotional beat, and that I wanted to do. I wanted to be in control of that. Instead of extending the clip, I deliberately ended it. Then I took the final frame from that clip and used it as my continuity reference. So I'm always taking the last frame. How do I take a last frame? You say, well, when you're looking at your generated clip, you can play it and you can stop at any point in that clip. And then you can ask it to save that frame as a special clip, as a special frame, a picture, an image file. That's what I'm talking about. You go as far to the end as you can get. Someplace in there, you take an end frame shot, because that at the end of the clip, that end frame shot tells what the world's like. It contains the world. If a person took their hat off, it shows them with their hat off. That's how you continue the next frame or the next clip. That's how you continue the next clip. But anyway, and it doesn't cost anything except your time to take a reference clip from the end frame. Now, I'll continue reading here. I combined that reference frame with my character reference stills and created a new reference image for the next scene. I'm always creating a new reference still for the next scene. And that reference still contains the information that I learned from the original references and from that end frame, if you're following what I'm getting at here. I wasn't extending a video clip. I was continuing a living world. Every new clip became its own cinematic beat, and every beat had its own emotional purpose. Every cut became an opportunity to ask an important directing question. From that reference still that I now had, where do I want to go with it? I have the world. Now what do I want to do? What changes next? The answer might be the relationship, the camera, the atmosphere, the emotion, the environment. But everything else remained true to the world that had already been established. That simple change gave me much more creative control. Instead of asking the AI to keep talking, I invited it to continue telling the story one meaningful moment at a time. Here's today's lesson. Don't confuse extending a video clip with extending a story. A longer clip doesn't automatically create a better movie. A well-directed sequence of meaningful somatic beats does. The cut is not the end of the story. The cut is where the director chooses what happens next. I'm going to, in the beginning of this frame, in the beginning of this video, like always, I'm going to be putting a 1 minute film in it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working with now, experimenting with now and trying to get down. You're going to see continuity. You're going to see what I'm trying to do. See whether I fail, look at some of the failures, look at some of the successes that I've had, and try to get in your mind what's possible, and if you can do that when you're playing with it on your own. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks.